Due to circumstances quite beyond my control, you will forgive me for the fact that I'm afraid this recap video and the next UFC predictions video is going to be short and somewhat understandard, I think, for myself. I would go into the reasons why, but I'm not at liberty to speak about them at this present time. You're probably already aware that this is going to be a very short predictions video that you might not find is quite as up to standard as my last, as my usual, because I'm actually very rushed at the moment, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully things will settle down sort of in the next sort of week or so. Anyway, Melvin Guillard and Jim Miller are highlighting UFC on FX1. Melvin Guillard is 29-9, a Jackson's fighter who likes to win by TKO, often loses by submission. He's coming off a loss to Joe Lozon. Now, Jim Miller is the guy who's never been finished, although he has just come off a loss to Benson Henderson. With a record of 20-3, he loves submissions, and he's very good at them, so I do think that he will win this one. I'm going to go for choke submission in the first for that one. Joseph Sandoval, starting at the bottom of the card now, is fighting Nick Dennis. Joseph 6-1, he's coming off a loss, and again, hasn't fought many calibers. Nick Dennis 10-2. But he's a debutee. This one's not going to be so easy to call. It depends whether those 9 TKO victories for Nick Dennis are very good or not. I might go for Joseph Sandoval by decision. Daniel Pineda and Pat Schilling. Don't quite know why this one is going on. Daniel has a record of 15-7. He likes to win, but also loses to submissions. This is his debutee. Pat Schilling has only got a perfect record of 5. I have no idea if the people he's beaten are calibers or not. The thing in his favour is that he wins by submission. I don't know if this is supposed to be a squash match or not. It looks a little bit like it to me. It's got all the trademarks, but because I don't know either, it's quite hard. I'll go for Daniel Pineda, but I'll go for decision. Kamal Shaloris is fighting Habib Nurmagomedov. Anyway, whatever. He has a perfect record of 16. Kamal Shaloris 7-1 has fought higher caliber people, I think, and of course he's known to us prior in WEC before his transfer over. Kamal Shaloris has a habit of low blows, I should remind people. I think that I'm going to go for Habib on this one. I should go for choke submission in the second, but I shall also predict that in the first he probably gets low blowed. George Rivera is fighting Eric Schaffer. Eric Schaffer was at least a sucker punch fighter. I'm definitely going to support him on that one. And the same, Pat Barry is fighting Christian Moorcraft. Pat Barry hasn't had such a good run of it because he was the guy who was winning against Chait Congo and then sort of by literal pot luck, ended up getting knocked out. I do hope that Patrick Barry does much better on this one. I'm still going to go for death by leg kicks for that one. Mike Easton is fighting Jared Papazian, something like that. Mike Easton 11-1. He's on a 6-fight win streak, and they include quite a lot of calibers, to be totally honest. Jared, whatever his name is, I can't read my own writing, Papazian or something. Record of 14-6. Both of these people have a tendency to win by decision, so I think this one is going to go all the way to decision. He's on a 3-fight win streak. I think I will give Mike Easton that one by decision. Charlie Brenneman is fighting Daniel Roberts. Daniel Roberts is coming off 2 losses. Charlie Brenneman, you know, he hasn't got much of a better record. Loss, win-win, loss. Charlie Brenneman only generally tends to get beat by very, very high calibers, of which I don't really class Daniel Roberts as one, so I'm going to go for Charlie Brenneman on that one. I'll give him TKO in the 3rd. And then the Jimmo guy has just been dropped from the card, so I don't know about that, but apparently there's one fight that's been dropped and another single opponent who's hanging around, so I will try to come back and put in the bar space below the video my picks if they change the card in the next week or so. The last remaining match is going to be the one I think is fight of the night. This is Duane Ludwig and Josh Neer. Duane Ludwig I actually met at UFC 120, the Fan Expo there. He's got a record of 21-11 and he likes TKOs. Josh Neer, similarly, 32-10 and he likes TKOs as well. He's from MFS. I don't know who's going to win this one. It's interesting to note that this is part of Josh Neer's 4th UFC stint. And in fact, Duane Ludwig is back in the UFC for the 3rd stint. He's also had 1 stint with Strikeforce, but I don't know if that was before Zuffer owned it or not. I don't know who's going to win that one. I really don't know who's going to win that one. I might go for Duane Ludwig just. I don't know, I think that's going to be an extremely close one. And those are my predictions. Again, I'm sorry that I've had to rattle through and maybe don't have quite such a coherent backing for my my picks this week, but you'll have to bear with me, I'm afraid. Okay, bye.